Today we're gonna compare AI models and find out which one is the smartest one. I'm Max, it's Gen AI Pro, let's go. I find this article where the guy compared Llama 3 and GPT-4. He had really good results, and I decided to check how it will work with all the models available in Symbiot AI. We have here Mixtral 87B, Llama 70B 8B, Claude 3, Opus and Sonnet, Cohere, GPT-4, GPT 3.5, Gemini, and Google ChatBison. So let's see the result. The first prompt, it's about tall building and the magic evaluator in it. When stopping on even floor, this evaluator connects to the first floor instead. Starting on first floor, I take the magic evaluator 3 floors up, exiting the evaluator. I then use the stairs to go 3 floors up again. Which floor do I end up on? Okay, so let's see what replies the Llama 3 70B. It told that you're starting on the first floor. You take the magic evaluator 3 floor up, so it's the 4th floor, and the number is even, and the evaluator connects to the first floor instead, so you're back to the first floor. You exit the evaluator and use the stairs to go 3 floors up. This means you climb from floor 1 to floor 4. Therefore, you end up on the 4th floor. It's exactly correct. So for open source Llama 3 model, it's pretty cool and it's very cheap from the user perspective. Okay, let's go further. So GPT-4, I won't read everything again, just let's check what happens. And it said that, okay, it's floor 4, it's correct one. The Opus model, it's 4th floor, correct one. Gemini told us that it's 7th floor and it's not correct answer. Cohere told us the 4th floor, which is correct one. The Mixtral told us about 7th floor, which is not. And Llama 8B told us that it's 4th floor as well, and it's the smallest one from the Llama, and it's super cheap. It's the cheapest one from our experiment. Just compare it with Mixtral. Yes, it was the cheapest one. Okay, Claude 3 Sonnet, which is medium size model, it told us 4th floor, which is correct. GPT 3.5 told us that 7th floor, which is not correct, as well as Gemini 1.0. And ChatBison, it's a 7th floor, but it's a little bit outdated model, so not expect a lot of them. But even there, it's not super cheap. It's still more expensive than a Llama 3 70B or 8B. Okay, so the next prompt, if it takes 1 hour to dry 15 towels under the sun, how long it will take to dry 20 towels? It's kind of silly prompt, but for some people it can be tricky as well. Sometimes people just start to calculate. So let's see how the Llama 3 will take it. Okay, so long story short, it said that 1 hour, it will take 1 hour to dry 20 towels under the sun. And it's correct answer, what we expected from it. The Opus model told that it will take 1 hour and 20 minutes, and we catch it because it started to calculate that, which is pretty funny. It's super expensive model comparing to the Llama 70B, and it's not calculated it correctly. It's sad because it's one of the best models. Okay, GPT-4 started to calculate it as well. Not really cool. GPT 1.5 calculated, so 1.33 hours. Mixtral calculate this stuff, and Llama 3 8 billion, it takes 1 and 40 minutes, which is wrong again. Opus Sonnet calculate, wrong answer. Cohere 1 hour and 20 minutes. GPT 3.5 the same thing. Gemini 1.0, surprisingly, it replies correctly, but after that it's told that more towels will require more time to dry. It's a little bit strange, but still, it told that it will take 1 hour, so it's a correct answer. And ChatBison 1 hour and 20 minutes, well, not really useful. Okay, the next prompt. There is a basket without bottom in the box, which is on the ground. I put 3 apples into the basket and move the basket on the table. Where are the apples? Let's see what happens here. So, Llama 3 correctly understands that apples won't stay inside the box and already fallen out of the basket. So it's correct answer, and for Llama it's a good one. Next one, the Opus model. The Opus model said that the basket placed inside the box, which is on the ground. Basket has no body, meaning anything placed in the bucket fell through and land on the box. Put the 3 apples into the basket. Do we have 3 apples? Yeah, 3 apples. You put 3 apples into the baskets. In the basket, no bottom. The apples will fall in the land in the box on the ground. When you move the basket on the table, apples remain inside the box on the ground because they already fell in a bottomless bucket. Okay, so for apples, therefore the apples are not in the basket and on the table. So it's a correct answer. Next one, GPT-4. GPT-4 apples are on the ground. So the basket has no bottom. It understands it. It's a good one. Apples on the ground. Okay. It's correct answer. Mixtral apples on the table, which is not correct. It's a classic literal puzzle. So apples on the table, which is not correct. So it's Llama 8B model. It's small one and it has a mistake about it. The apples still in the box on the ground. It's a correct one. And GPT 3.5. The apples are still in the basket, which is correct one. Apples on the ground. It's a correct answer. And the ChatBison, apples on the ground. Well, yeah, that's a correct one. Okay, so this prompt was pretty easy for most of the models. So let's go with the next prompt. And the next prompt is super tricky. Please leave in a comment your answer and we'll check if it's correct one. Think about it a little bit. Okay, let's go and see what the models will tell. And the Llama 3 thinks that this is the same weight and it's not correct one, because we'll see the correct one in the next one. The answer is that the kilogram is a unit of the mass equivalent of 2.2 pounds. It means the kilogram is heavier, so the feathers is the heavier than the steel, which is tricky, agree. But let's see if anyone told it correctly. Claude 3 Opus try to calculate it really hard, but in the end, it said that the ways are the same. Gemini told that they actually weigh the same, which is not correct. It was close and tried to guess that, okay, we have a pound and the kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds, but it's still not correct. Okay, Mixtral is pretty strange answer because from the one side it told that it's a kilogram is heavier than a pound, but in the result it's hard to think pretty strange, and the steel would weigh more because a pound of unit of weight and a pound of steel would indeed weigh more than a pound of feather, which is super strange, and it's kind of correct and not correct. So the first thought was correct, but after that it did a mistake. And let's go with the next one, Llama 38B. A kilogram of feather takes up a lot more space than a kilogram because feather is less, but in the term of mass they're equal, which is not correct. The Claude 3 Sonnet, it's wrong because it tells that it's representing the same equity of mass, which is not correct. The Cohere, surprisingly, it tells it correctly, so pretty nice, and it's not so big model. GPT 3.5, so it said that it's the same, which is not correct. Gemini 1.0, try to calculate something, but still, it tells that it represents the same mass. Not correct one. ChatBison, both weigh the same, wrong. Okay, so the next one. I'm in a race and I'm overtaking by the second person. What is my new position? Again, pause the video, write in the comment your answer, and let's see. The correct answer, sure, it's the second place. Okay, let's see what the model says for it. If you were in the first place and the second person overtakes you, it means they moved ahead of you, therefore the new position is second place, which is correct. Claude 3 Opus, it tells that your new position in the race is third place, which is not correct. Next one. The next one is pretty strange because Gemini just tell that it finished because of the safety reason, so probably it think that I'm trying to do something illegal. I don't know, but ask Google about it. Let's go next. Okay, the next one, GPT-4, move down to the second position. It's correct one. Mixtral, the new position, third, is wrong. Llama 3 8B, second place, it's a correct one, and remember, it's the smallest one. Claude 3 Sonnet, third place, wrong. Cohere, third place, wrong again. GPT 3.5, third place, wrong again. And Gemini, again, it's safety reason. I have no idea what happens and what's wrong with this prompt. And surprisingly, ChatBison, which is also from the Google, it replies correctly, and it doesn't tell that we have a problem with safety. I have no idea. Okay, the next problem is math, and I would say that there is no model which solve it correctly, because I found the answer and there is no models which was calculated it. I heard that this problem was solved by ChatGPT with Python code, and for some reason inside the ChatGPT it was solved. Some people said about it, but I wasn't able to solve it anyway in any existing model. So let's say with the math, all LLMs has really big problems because as you see, all of them will have the completely different answers. I'll left the link to the chat in the description of the video, so you can go through it, check the logic, and tell what happens. Maybe try it by yourself and try to find the correct answer using some AI model. I hope it will work for you. But anyway, it's not super interesting. For math, we have calculator. And let's see the last prompt. It sounds pretty easy. Generate 10 sentence that ends with the word mango. Pretty easy thing, but surprisingly, it's not so easy for the LLMs. And let's see who get it right. Llama 3 70B model. It's the only model which did it really good, really correctly. So as you see, each of the sentence ends with mango word. The Claude 3 Opus, it almost correct because two of the words was not mango, but mango lassi and mango salsa. GPT-4, almost correct, but couple of the words, again, it's not mango. Mango in the middle of the sentence, but not in the end. Gemini completely failed it. Mango only twice, not 3 times. But most of the sentence is not correct, and it's not the 10 sentences, but 9 sentences. Mixtral. It has some mango, I think it's 3 times, but still not really impressive. For Llama 3 8B, it has some mangoes in the ends, but mostly it fails. Claude 3 Sonnet. Again, sometimes it's mango, sometimes it's not. Not super impressive. Cohere is completely fail this thing because it's only once. GPT 3.5. It's hard for him, really bad, just 2 times. Gemini 1.0. It's again safety reason. I have no idea what happens. And ChatBison failed, mostly just one sentence ends with mango. And I think that's it. Additionally, I have the table with all the results. You can look at it and compare it. I will left it in the comment below. And here is a link of the source of the prompts which I took. You can find it in the description. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hope to see you soon. Bye.